Very good morning to one and all. And today we would like to see the next continuation topic that is known to be the primary and as well as secondary cells. Now, in our previous class, we have discussed what is known to be galvanic cell, construction of galvanic cell, and we have already discussed what is known to be electrochemical series application, electrochemical series advantages. In our previous class, we have already discussed what is known to be reference electrode. In the reference electrodes, we can have a two classification. The first classification is SHE, and the second classification, which is known to be the Calmer. We have already discussed and all these topics in our previous classes. Now, today we are discussing about a very important topic that is known to be battery. What is known to be battery? When I'm discussing about battery, the battery is known to be a storage of DC. Point with each one. When I'm discussing about the battery is known to be a storage of DC. The batteries of two main classification, the batteries of the first classification is a primary cell, and the second classification is known to be secondary cell. What is the difference between a primary cell is compared with a secondary cell? Primary cell is known to be a discharging battery, and the secondary cell is known to be recharging battery. Primary cell can be operated in only one direction. Secondary cell can be operated in both directions. Primary cell is known to be after the usage, the cell become dead, and the secondary cell, which can be used for several cycles, which can be recharged for several cycles. Okay. Now, what is known to be a battery? A battery is known to be a storage of direct electric current. What is known to be a battery? A battery is nothing but a storage of direct electric current. Then, what is the difference between a galvanic cell compared with a battery? Galvanic cell is not a storage of DC. Point. Galvanic cell is only converting the chemical energy to the electrical energy. But when we are discussing about battery, the battery converting the chemical energy to the electrical energy. I'm repeating. The battery converting chemical energy to the electrical energy. The amount of electrical energy which is converted by the chemical reaction is known to be redox reaction. Redox reaction is nothing but reduction reaction and as well as oxidation reaction. Then the converted amount of chemical energy in terms into electrical energy that should be stored. I'm repeating. Battery is nothing but the storage of direct electric current. When we are discussing about batteries are known to be the storage of direct electric current. And those batteries of two classification. The first classification I'm saying as a primary cell. The second classification I'm saying as secondary cell. Now, primary cell, the best example. Now, the best example for the primary cell I'm taking as a dry cell. Primary cell ki best example dry cell తీసుకుంటున్నాను. And these dry cells, what we're saying is disposable battery. They are known to be the dischargeable battery, which are designed to use once and after the usage, they should be discarded. Okay. The cell reaction, which is not reversible, in Mali Chetnana, cell reactions of two classification, irreversible mechanism or reversible mechanism. If a cell containing irreversible mechanism, it is known to be a primary cell. If a cell containing reversible mechanism, it is known to be secondary cell, right? Again, I'm repeating. If a cell containing irreversible mechanism, okay, only forward mechanism, what we're saying as a primary cell. If a cell containing reversible mechanism, it is known to be that secondary cell. Okay. The best example for a primary cell, what we're saying is a Leclanche and as well as dry cell. Leclanche cell and dry cell and okay, difference into chuddam. Now here I'm discussing about a dry cell, right? The dry cell containing an electrolyte, and that electrolyte is in the solid state. Leclanche cell containing an electrolyte, the electrolyte in the liquid state. Electrolyte liquid state lo unte Leclanche cell ani, electrolyte solid state lo unte then dry cell ante. Now we are taking a best example for the primary cell. Right now we are using the batteries in the torches. Batteries we are using in the transistors. Now, and all these batteries when you're using in the transistor, radio, torches, and all those batteries, what we're saying is they are known to be dry cells. Now, when we are explaining about dry cells, now it is known to be a dry cell. The dry cell is made up of zinc metal cap. The zinc metal cap is known to be anode. You see this. It is known to be zinc metal cap. The zinc metal cap is known to be anode. And it containing a graphite rod. And this graphite rod is known to be cathode. And it containing manganese powder. Graphite rod plus manganese powder is known to be cathode. Graphite rod plus manganese powder is known to be cathode. And it containing an electrolyte, ammonium chloride and as well as zinc chloride. Ammonium chloride is known to be electrolyte. When we are discussing about a dry cell, The dry cell containing zinc metal cap is known to be anode. Zinc metal cap is known to be anode. The graphite rod is known to be cathode. And NH4Cl plus MnO2, that is known to be the electrolyte. Now see this. Now we will see the basic reaction of a dry cell and as well as a Leclanche cell. You see this. The dry cell containing ammonium chloride and the zinc chloride, which is in the semi-solid state. Then మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను. Electrolyte ఏ state లో ఉంటుందండి? The electrolyte in the semi-solid state. You see this. NH4Cl ammonium chloride and the zinc chloride, which is in the semi-solid state. Now, when we are taking the battery containing the following composition. The battery containing zinc rod. The zinc rod is going to be anode. I'm repeating. The zinc metal cap is going to be anode, which containing manganese powder at the cathode. Okay, manganese powder at the cathode. Cathodic the graphite rod is going to be cathode. Okay, then the zinc rod is known to be anode, MnO2 powder is known to be cathode, and ammonium chloride is known to be electrolyte. I'm repeating, NH4Cl is known to be electrolyte. Then what is happening in the battery reaction, right? When you're taking the dry cell mechanism, where the zinc is oxidized, Zn gives rise to Zn2 plus 2 electrons. Loss of electrons is known to be oxidation. Loss of electrons is known to be oxidation. MnO2 powder, which is coated on the graphite rod, MnO2 powder, which is coated on the graphite rod, it acts as a cathode. MnO2 gains electrons, and the gain of electrons is known to be reduction. Zinc is oxidized, MnO2 is reduced. The zinc oxidation reaction takes place at the anode. MnO2 reduction reaction takes place at the cathode. I'm repeating. MnO2 reduction reaction takes place at the cathode. Then what will happen, right? Zn gives rise to Zn2 plus 2 electrons, 2 moles of MnO2. Ammonium chloride gives rise to NH4 plus. Aqueous condition H2O, which gains 2 electrons. Gain of electrons is known to be reduction, and gives rise to the product formation. The product is known to be that Mn2O3. Loss of electrons is known to be that oxidation reaction, and the gain of electrons is known to be that reduction reaction. Now we will see the net reaction here. Zinc solid, which is added with the MnO2 powder in the presence of NH4Cl electrolytic medium under the aqueous condition. Zn gives rise to Zn2 plus oxidation reaction. MnO2 gives rise to Mn2O3 reduction reaction. NH4 plus gives rise to NH3 reduction reaction. H2O gives rise to 2OH minus is known to be the reduction reaction. So the entire chemical reaction containing two parts. And the first part, what we are saying is oxidation part. The second part is known to be the reduction part. If any chemical reaction, if it containing oxidation and the reduction, it is known to be that redox reaction in Malshupta. If any chemical reaction, if it containing oxidation plus reduction, it is known to be redox reaction. So the cell mechanism, which is only the forward step mechanism, right? The cell is only containing a forward step mechanism. The cell containing irreversible mechanism, and the cell containing redox mechanism. I'm repeating, what is redox mechanism? Where the zinc is oxidized, MnO2 powder is reduced. Redox reaction, chemical reaction. Chemical reaction gives rise to chemical energy. The amount of the chemical energy in terms converting into mechanical and as well as electrical. I'm repeating. How we are storing the direct electric current in the battery. మన బ్యాటరీలో డీసీని ఎలా స్టోర్ చేస్తాం మళ్ళీ చూద్దాం నాన్న. The amount of electricity produced by the chemical reaction, and those chemical reactions are anodic oxidation reaction and the cathodic reduction reaction. By the anodic oxidation reaction and the cathodic reaction, now it liberating some amount of chemical energy. The amount of the chemical energy in terms converting into electrical. The amount of chemical energy in terms converting into direct electric current. And it's all about the mechanism of dry cell. Now we will see the composition like this: zinc chloride and as well as ammonium chloride. It can able to form a complex like Zn, NH3 twice, and as well as Cl2. Now, when we are taking a battery, the battery containing three compositions. The battery containing anodic composition number 1, the battery containing cathodic composition number 2, and the battery containing the third one. What I'm saying is, it is known to be that an electrolytic medium: anode, cathode, electrolyte. And these electrolytes, when we are discussing, and here zinc chloride plus ammonium chloride is known to be an electrolyte. We can able to form a complex. And these electrolyte we are discussing as an acidic electrolytic medium. I'm repeating, acidic electrolytic medium. If any battery containing acidic electrolytic medium, the lifetime of the battery decreases. I'm repeating, if any battery containing acidic electrolytic medium, the lifetime of the battery should be decreases. Now it is known to be the first classification, right? Now we're discussing about a dry cell. The dry cell containing zinc metal cap is known to be anode. Graphite rod plus MnO2 powder is known to be cathode. And H4Cl is known to be electrolyte. And this electrolyte is an acidic medium, and acidic medium containing the less lifetime of the battery. So when we are taking a dry cell, when we are comparing a dry cell with that another cell, మనకి different primary cells ఉన్నాయండి. Primary cells తో compare చేయండి. When we are comparing a primary cell like a dry cell, the dry cell containing a less lifetime, I'm repeating, the dry cell containing less lifetime when compared with the other primary cells. Okay. Now we will see the applications of the primary cells. When we are discussing about the applications of the primary cell, before going to the application, let me explain the voltage of the dry cell. The voltage of the dry cell we are identifying is known to be that 1.5 voltage. It is having excellent leak-proof character, which containing high electric energy density, and it is known to be non-toxic, which doesn't containing any liquid electrolyte. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పాలన్న liquid electrolyte ఉంటే దాన్ని లెక్లాంచే సెల్ అంటాడు. Solid electrolyte ఉంటే దాన్ని ఏమంటాడు? That is known to be the dry cell. Okay. Now we are using cylindrical cells, and మీరు అందరూ cylindrical cells వాడుతున్నారు కదా, wall clock containing battery, then the watch containing battery, an ordinary watch containing a battery, and the calculator containing battery, and all those batteries that might be two classifications. Now the batteries that might be a cylindrical, or the battery that might be a tablet like battery. Now, and those batteries what we are taking, a cylindrical like battery or a tablet like battery, and those batteries they're containing the constant voltage of 1.5 voltage. Now the dry cells, they are known to be the primary cell, which is known to be a dischargeable battery, which is used in the electronic devices like calculators, which is used in the transistors, which is used in the flashlights, and etc. and etc. So now it is known to be the first classification of primary cell. It is the first classification of primary cell is known to be the dry cell. Now we will see the next classification is known to be the lithium cells. Lithium cells is also known to be the primary cell. Lithium cells is also known to be the primary cell. And these lithium cells of two classification. Lithium cell with that solid cathode, and the next one is known to be that lithium cell with that liquid cathode. I'm repeating. Lithium cell with the solid cathode, lithium cell with the liquid cathode. Right. We'll see the continuation here. Now when we are taking the chemical reaction here, lithium gives rise to lithium 2 plus lithium plus 1 electron. See this. Loss of electrons is known to be oxidation reaction. Now the lithium rod which is coated with that solid cathode, lithium ni MnO2 to coat cheyalani. MnO2 అనేది solid, and it is acts as a cathode. Right. Now when we are discussing about lithium, then what will happen here? Simple. Lithium which is coated with that MnO2 solid, just coated with that MnO2 solid, which gains electrons, and the gain of electrons what we are saying is reduction reaction. Loss of electrons is known to be that oxidation reaction, and the gain of electrons is known to be that reduction reaction. Now we will see the applications of lithium cell. Lithium cell is a net reaction చూడండి ఒకసారి, ఇది కొంచెం ఈక్వేషన్ అటు ఇటు వచ్చింది, ప్రాబ్లం జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. Then we will see the net reaction. Lithium plus MnO2 gives rise to LiMnO2. Now lithium rod is acts as anode. Lithium plus MnO2 is acts as a cathode. Anodic reaction oxidation. Loss of electrons is known to be the oxidation reaction. And the gain of electrons is known to be the reduction reaction. Now see this. Where we are using the lithium cells. The lithium cells which is used in that fully automatic cameras. I'm repeating. Lithium cells are used in that fully automatic cameras. And these lithium cells that is in the coin shaped and as well as cylindrical shape. The cells of two classification. Generally, man choose cells and two classification. Cylindrical shape, coil shape. Ila kaakunda mana cells unkoti vadutunnanu, and those cells we are using in mobile phones. Have next classification. Okay, now see this. Now these are known to be that lithium of primary cell category. Lithium cells lo kuda manaki different categories unnayandi. Lithium batteries, lithium ion batteries antaru. Lithium batteries are known to be the primary cells. Lithium ion batteries are known to be secondary cells. Our concept man tarvata chuddam. Now we are discussing about lithium cells. Lithium cell with that solid cathode. When we are discussing about lithium cell with the solid cathode, it is going to be a primary cell, where the lithium rod is known to be anode, and lithium plus MnO2 acts as a cathode. Loss of electrons is known to be oxidation, and the gain of electrons is known to be reduction. Those cylindrical cells are used in automatic cameras, and the coin cells are used in that electronic devices. They are used in that electronic devices. So now see the continuation here. The next continuation I'm saying is a lithium cell with that liquid cathode. Check it. Lithium cells with the liquid cathode and same. Lithium is acts as anode. Lithium rod is acts as anode. And the lithium rod containing thionyl chloride. The lithium rod containing SOCl2 is acts as a liquid cathode. Lithium rod is acts as anode, and the lithium rod plus SOCl2 is known to be the liquid cathode. Previous case lo meer em teeskunnaru solid cathode. Ippudu em teeskuntunnaru liquid cathode. Simple. Lithium rod is known to be anode. Anodic reaction, oxidation reaction. Loss of electrons is known to be that oxidation reaction. The cathodic reaction is known to be the reduction reaction. Gain of electrons is known to be the reduction reaction. The loss of the electrons is known to be the oxidation reaction, and the gain of electrons is known to be reduction reaction. Now, when we are taking the net reaction will be like this. The 4 moles of lithium is combined with the thionyl chloride, gives rise to the 4 moles of lithium chloride plus sulfur dioxide plus sulfur. Now we will see the application here. The cells which is used in that military appliances and as well as space application. The cells are used in that military and the space applications. Now it is known to be that the first application. The second application, the cells also used in the medicinal field. You see this, simple. The cells which is used in that medicinal field. Medicinal field అంటే ఏం లేదండి బీపీ apparatus. ఓకే అడ్వాన్స్డ్ కిట్స్ ఇప్పుడు మనం చూస్తున్నాం కదా అవి ఏమంటాడు పల్స్ ఆక్సిమీటర్స్ అంటాడు పల్స్ ఆక్సిమీటర్స్ కానీ వీటిలో వాడే వాటిలో ఏమన్నా లిథియం సెల్స్ అంటారు. Now these lithium cells are used in that military appliances, space appliances and medicinal appliances. Now then what is the difference between a lithium cell with the liquid cathode with the lithium cell with the solid cathode? The lithium cell with the liquid cathode containing the higher voltage. You see this. The voltage of the cell is known to be about 3.3 to 3.5 voltage. In Mali Chatna, lithium cell with solid cathode 2.5 voltage. Nana. Lithium cell with the liquid cathode, the voltage is equals to 3.3 to 3.5 voltage. Lithium cell with that liquid cathode containing the higher voltage when compared with that lithium cell with the solid cathode. So lithium cell with that liquid cathode having the more voltage, the more lifetime when compared with that lithium cell with the solid cathode. It containing the higher application when compared with the lithium cell with the solid cathode. You see this. Just a previous example. Lithium cell with the solid cathode. Next example, cheppanana lithium cell with the liquid cathode. Next. The next final conclusion what we have discussed in today class. The last content regarding of a battery that is known to be a zinc air battery. Zinc air batteries are the last conclusion and chuddam sir. Then what is known to be a zinc air battery? When we are discussing about zinc air battery, a zinc air battery is composed of 3 main parts. Nana. The first one is known to be zinc metal cap, which is known to be anode. The second one is known to be air. The air is known to be acts as electrolyte and acts as a cathode. The air is known to be the cathode. And the third one I'm saying is a diffusion layer. Diffusion layer అంటే ఏం చేస్తుందంటే జింక్ ని ఎయిర్ ని మధ్యలో సెపరేట్ చేసేదాన్ని ఏమో డిఫ్యూజన్ లేయర్ అంటాడు. The diffusion layer which is acts as a separator. నేను మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను. Now this battery containing 3 parts. First one చెప్పున్నాను zinc metal cap is acts as anode. Number 2, atmospheric air is acts as cathode. Next, it containing a diffusion layer. The diffusion layer what we are saying is separator. And it containing an electrolytic medium is known to be basic medium. ఇప్పుడు మనం చెప్తున్నామండి acidic electrolytic medium, basic electrolytic medium. First చెప్పండి డ్రై సెల్స్ లో మనం ఏం తీసుకున్నామండి NH4Cl plus zinc chloride. నేను మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను in the dry cell what we have taken NH4Cl plus zinc chloride. NH4Cl plus zinc chloride what we are taking as that is known to be an acidic electrolytic medium. Sodium hydroxide basic electrolytic medium. Potassium hydroxide basic electrolytic medium. Now when we are taking a battery, if a battery containing alkaline electrolytic medium, if a battery containing an alkaline or the basic electrolytic medium and the battery containing the more lifetime, I'm repeating, the batteries containing basic electrolytic medium containing the more lifetime, the batteries containing acidic electrolyte containing less lifetime. Now when we are comparing the lifetime of a battery, the zinc air battery containing the more lifetime, I'm repeating, the zinc air batteries containing the more lifetime when compared with that lithium ion battery, when compared with the dry cells. The dry cells containing the lesser lifetime. Why? Because the dry cell containing NH4Cl plus zinc chloride as an electrolyte. ఇవాళ చెప్తున్నా డ్రై సెల్ లో ఉన్న ఎలక్ట్రోలైట్ చెప్పినాను అమ్మోనియం క్లోరైడ్. Ammonium chloride is known to be acidic electrolytic medium. Acidic electrolytic medium containing less lifetime. But when we are compared with that zinc air cells, the zinc air cells containing the more lifetime when compared with that lithium battery when compared with that dry cells. Now we see the continuation. Let me see the continuation here. So how the zinc air cell working takes place. Examinations funny. Zinc air cells అన్న క్వశ్చన్ లేకుండా లేదండి. జింక్ ఎయిర్ సెల్స్, లిథియం సెల్స్, ట్రై సెల్స్ కంటిన్యూస్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ఇస్తారు. చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉంది. Okay, see this. Now it is known to be separator, right? It is known to be a separator. Now this separator which separates the first one. The first one I'm saying is it is known to be zinc metal cap. Number 2 is known to be air. Now it is known to be atmosphere air. అంటే సింపుల్ ఏం లేదండి. మీరు ఒక జింక్ మెటల్ క్యాప్ ని 50% మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు, క్లోజ్ చేస్తారు. జింక్ మెటల్ క్యాప్ ని 50% క్లోజ్ చేయండి. ఇంకా 50% మీరు ఏం చేస్తారంటే దట్ షుడ్ బి ఎక్స్పోజ్ టు ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్. The 50% of the zinc metal cap in the closed circuit, right? The word closed circuit indicating that which doesn't containing air. 50% మీరు ఏంటన్నా బయట ఉంచేసేయండి బ్యాటరీలో. 50% metal cap is acts as cathode. 50% metal cap is acts as anode. The 50% of the zinc metal cap which is exposed to the environment, which is open to the air, I'm repeating, which is open to the air, which is exposed to the air, and it is acts as a cathode. Now see this. Now when we are explaining about zinc air battery, zinc metal cap is acts as anode. You see this, zinc metal cap is acts as an anode, and the same zinc metal cap in the atmospheric condition, it is acts as a cathode. So atmospheric oxygen is known to be cathode, and the zinc metal cap is known to be anode. Now we see the reaction, right? In the presence of potassium hydroxide is known to be electrolyte, alkaline electrolytic medium. Now in the presence of alkaline electrolytic medium, then what will happen? Zn gives rise to zinc hydroxides, ZnOH 4 times plus 2 electrons. Loss of electrons, what we're saying is oxidation reaction. Loss of electrons is known to be the oxidation reaction. So zinc metal cap undergo oxidation reaction. Zinc metal cap which undergoes oxidation reaction. Zinc metal cap which undergo oxidation reaction. Then the atmosphere containing oxygen, the atmosphere containing moisture, the atmosphere containing oxygen, the atmosphere containing oxygen. Now H2O plus half O2 plus 2 electrons. Gain of electrons, what we're saying is reduction. Gain of electrons is known to be the reduction reaction. The gain of electrons, what we're saying is reduction reaction. So atmospheric air is known to be cathode. Cathode gains electron, gives rise to 2OH minus. Simple. Zinc gives rise to zinc hydroxide plus 2 electrons. Loss of electrons is known to be that oxidation reaction, and the gain of electrons is known to be that reduction reaction. I'm repeating. Loss of electrons is known to be oxidation reaction, and the gain of electrons is known to be that reduction reaction. When we are taking the voltage E naught is equals to minus of 1.27 voltage, and the voltage in the atmospheric condition equals to 0.40 voltage. So zinc air battery, when you're discussing about the zinc air battery, the zinc air battery containing the voltage that might be varies from anodic medium to cathodic medium. Okay, there might be the change in the voltage from 1.27 to 0.40 volt. Then the negative value indicating that oxidation reaction, the positive value is indicating that reduction reaction. And the zinc air metal cap battery, zinc air battery, I'm repeating, the zinc air battery containing the higher advantages when compared with that lithium cell battery and when compared with that dry cells. So see the conclusion. Now let me see the reaction. Zn2 plus 4OH minus gives rise to zinc hydroxide. Then along with that, which donates electrons, loss of electrons is known to be oxidation reaction. And oxygen plus H2O, which gains electrons, gain of electrons is known to be that reduction reaction. Loss of electrons is known to be that oxidation. Its loss is 4 electrons. Loss of electrons is known to be that oxidation. Gain of electrons is known to be that reduction reaction. So zinc metal cap undergo oxidation reaction. Atmospheric air undergoes reduction reaction. Now it is known to be a redox mechanism, and the cell is operated in only one direction. జింక్ ఎయిర్ బ్యాటరీ కూడా ప్రైమరీ సెల్ పాయింట్ గుర్తుంచుకోండి. డ్రై సెల్ ఏంటండి? ప్రైమరీ సెల్. ద ఫస్ట్ కేటగిరీ డ్రై సెల్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ప్రైమరీ సెల్. లిథియం సెల్ ఏంటన్నా? ప్రైమరీ సెల్. లిథియం సెల్ విత్ లిక్విడ్ cathode, లిథియం సెల్ విత్ సాలిడ్ cathode, ప్రైమరీ సెల్. జింక్ ఎయిర్ బ్యాటరీ సింపుల్. జింక్ మెటల్ క్యాప్, పొటాషియం హైడ్రాక్సైడ్ ఎలక్ట్రోలైట్, అట్మాస్ఫియరిక్ ఎయిర్. రిపీటింగ్. జింక్ చూడండి, జింక్ మెటల్ క్యాప్ is going to be anode, potassium hydroxide is going to be electrolyte, atmospheric air is going to be the cathode. Anode, electrolyte, cathode. Loss of electrons is going to be oxidation, gain of electrons is going to be the reduction reaction. Now when we are taking the net reaction, the net voltage identified in the zinc air battery, that is going to be that 1.65 voltage. I'm repeating. The net electrode potentials when we are determining, that is known to be that 1.65 voltage. Now we will see the application. Zinc air batteries are used in that electrical vehicles as a source of energy, and zinc air batteries are used in the watches. Zinc air batteries are used in the hearing aids, and the zinc air batteries are used in that railway remote signal units, and the zinc air batteries are used in that railway safety lamps. Now, the zinc air batteries are used in that the advanced materials. Why? Because the zinc air battery contained in the more lifetime. The first condition is a more lifetime, and the second condition is a constant voltage. Then, because of the alkali electrolytic medium, because of alkali electrolytic medium, the zinc air cell contains the more lifetime. Number two is a constant voltage. Number three is known to be the more application. And because of all these conditions, now we are taking a zinc air battery. I'm repeating. Because of all these conditions, now we are taking a zinc air battery is also going to be a primary cells in that advanced applications. Let we see the conclusion once. Today we are discussing about the batteries. Just we are discussing about the batteries, and these batteries have three main classification as per the syllabus. The first classification we have discussed here. The first classification is going to be the dry cell. The first classification is going to be a dry cell. The dry cell containing a zinc metal cap, and MnO2 powder is going to be cathode. Graphite rod is going to be cathode. Zinc metal cap is going to be anode. NH4Cl is going to be electrolyte. NH4Cl is going to be acidic electrolytic medium. Now, when we are saying about the primary secondary cell containing only forward step mechanism. If the arrow in the forward direction indicating that irreversible mechanism, arrow in the both directions indicating that reversible mechanism. Primary cells is always containing one step mechanism. Primary cell containing forward step mechanism. Primary cells containing irreversible mechanism. Primary cells, the basic example we are taking a dry cell containing less lifetime because of acidic electrolytic medium. In the dry cell, the zinc metal cap is known to be anode. MnO2 powder under the NH4Cl condition is known to be that cathode. So zinc is oxidized, MnO2 powder is reduced. The net reaction, what we are saying is redox reaction. Redox reaction is known to be chemical reaction. Chemical reaction gives rise to chemical energy. The amount of the chemical energy in terms converting into electrical energy. Now it is known to be the first classification. The second classification, just now we have discussed what is known to be the lithium cells. Lithium cells of two classification: lithium cell with the solid cathode, lithium cell with the liquid cathode. When we are discussing about lithium cell with the solid cathode is known to be that MnO2 powder. Lithium is oxidized and MnO2 powder is reduced. Then anodic reaction, oxidation reaction, and cathodic reaction is known to be the reduction reaction. Now, when we are discussing about lithium cell with the liquid cathode, SOCl2 is known to be the liquid cathode. SOCl2 containing high electric density with the electric voltage, when we are discussing, that is known to be the 3.3 to 3.5 voltage. The last classification we are discussing about the zinc air battery. When we are discussing about the zinc air battery, the zinc metal cap is known to be anode, atmospheric air is known to be cathode, and a KOH acts as electrolyte. Zinc air battery containing the more lifetime because of basic electrolytic medium, alkali electrolytic medium. It's all about primary and as well as primary cells, and as per syllabus we have a three classification. The first one is a dry cell, the second one is a lithium cell, the third classification is going to be zinc air battery. The continuation of the class is a fuel cell. We will see in the next coming classes. Okay, thank you.